a Flimsy Lunch Tray here, and today is a definitely different than normal video. I have been getting questions asking what recording software I use, how do I go about creating videos, so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you how I primarily do recording in World of Warships. The one thing to keep in mind, yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But I use Wondershare Filmora. So basically I capture all my audio with this. So the new player guide series video that comes out on Wednesday, access level 14 ranked battles. This is that audio recording. So you can see I don't have any video here. And that is because I record the video separately on the Xbox gaming bar. So if I push the Windows icon and G at the same time, I get this display over the screen. Hopefully you're being able to see that right now. I'm using OBS just to capture this. And yeah, so there's that. OBS is also really good software. I'm using OBS software right now to capture this, but I'm just so used to Filmora. Now, one of the things I have to do when I'm using, the audio separate than the video is I have to time. So if I'm doing any type of recording, I basically do a 3-second countdown. I'll wait a few seconds for the intro and then start talking. And then when I bring the video in, because I've synced it with clicking something on the screen with my countdown, like 3, 2, 1, 0, then I know how to match it up. So that's basically what's going to happen here. So we have the file that I have for the part 25 access level 14. So I'm going to pull this down. We're going to drag the video in. And now we've got the video. So now I got to find the cue. So I always use the armor. I use this armor icon as part of my countdown. But we don't need the beginning section of this video. So we're going to cut that off. And then, let's see, I think I set the audio a little late. Ready to go. Our video. It's going to happen in 3. Yeah, so that is that happening early? It's going to happen in 3. Yeah, so that's early. So I need to go a little more like that. 3, 2, 3. I do kind of want to get the out because I feel like that's a little annoying for you guys to have to constantly listen to over and over if I go back that far. So let's drag it up. 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit. So I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, I don't want both. A little bit more. Then we're gonna go full screen in 3, 2, 1. All right, so apparently there was an error because after that point, the screen completely went black and it eventually came back up right at the end. So now you're seeing the completed edit, but I'll just go ahead and briefly explain what it was. The rest of the video covers. So we left off with I was queuing up the footage. So basically what we're doing here is utilizing the intro. We put the back half later on, but we have this faded. We added a transition. It's the pixels transition that I have. We put a fade on the audio, so I can't actually detach the audio if I wanted to, but because this is my actual voice recording down here when I was doing this battle, this clip, we put a fade on that too, so it kind of transitions, fades in as the music fades out. So it's nice to have a sort of crossfade going on. And you're wondering maybe now why I like using Wondershare for more. Is just because sometimes OBS is glitchy on me, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm confident in it, and I get 10 out of 10 results every time I use Wondershare for more in the Xbox gaming bar, which I checked and the clip, and you can't actually see the icon that kind of lays over the screen. So, but it's just a little button. I press the Windows G key, and then I can have a little record button up here. I click, and that records the battle. Now there is a microphone on there, but I've tried that way before, but the audio quality has always been crap. So I just started recording the audio separately, my vocal here, and then the game footage in here. One of the reasons I like not having my voice already entwined with the game music, the gun sounds, is because I'm differentiating the audio. So right, so rather than my audio, my mic, when I'm talking, speaking, being wrapped up in the battle music, I have it separate, and then I can balance each audio file separately. So that's a big thing with music engineering, and I don't remember if this was in the beginning of the what was saved or whatnot, but part of my degree in college was emphasis on music. I was a music media production program for some time, and so I did a lot of stuff with Pro Tools. I think another Logic Pro, is that what the other one's called? Audacity, all that type of stuff. So this is my language. So I like having separate audio files versus all the audio files being in connected to one. So when we got towards the end, I have to wait for this the audio cue. When I say, hey, if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. And then I use these elements. So I have this thumbs up, the subscribe. So if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. And I like having it here in the center bottom now. I used to do it over here, but now if you've noticed at the end of videos, I'm doing this screen layover from YouTube. Or if people want to check out a video relating to this topic of the video that I'm discussing, I have that over here. And then, you know, if you want to subscribe, there's this big icon right here now for you to click on to help with that. And so we use the second part after the 10 seconds of the intro, this epic adventure. I composed this in college. It's not the best if you listen to all through. There's like 2-3 little parts where the tempo is not quite in sync with the different tracks that I laid over. But I like it a lot, but I use it because I don't have to worry about copyright using my own music for that. But now we can participate in ranked battles and just demonstrate your true worth. Wow. Video, give it a thumbs up if you did. And then what I did here at the end is I pulled the video in because the video footage was longer. This music piece is a lot longer. I cut it, I pulled it in just because I like having the timing right at the end. You can see I even have the audio, my mic is brought in. I could probably even bring it in more because if I'm not talking, there's no sense for this audio file to be dragged out. So nice, nice and clean. And a nice gentle fade out. So I use Wondershare for more. So there's a lot of different things you can do here. And I feel like I'm still learning things as I go along between, in particular, like, you know, you have this transition. There's a whole bunch of different types of transitions. There's a whole bunch of different types of effects. The elements, these are the main elements I use, but you know, 333 of them. So I have a, oh, there goes split screen. But I have you can do a subscription or you can just buy it outright once and you always have it on one device. So I purchased it for my PC gaming setup. And so it's always married to this PC desktop. So it's kind of, there's pros and cons with that. Pros is I don't have to spend money constantly for the subscription. But with the updates, you get more and more upgraded software and probably even more content to utilize. So yeah, so that is the process of using Wondershare for more. I mean, again, you kind of wonder maybe why I don't use OBS so much. It's probably my fault, just some sort of user error and how the screen glitched. And it was just black. You could hear my voice talking still, but you couldn't see anything on the screen. But Wondershare for more has been, I've used it for years and it's always been really good. And they're continuing to seem to get better and better as time goes on. So I just like it. And before the rest of the video clipped out, I actually showed you what it looked like uploading into YouTube. What I do when I upload the video into YouTube, the edits and all that, but I don't know if I need to include that in this video. Maybe I'll throw that in on the very end, or maybe we'll just catch that in another video if you want to see what it looks like for me just to simply upload the video to YouTube. One of the things I did do, let's see if this throws a fit or not. was I showed you the thumbnails I make. I do it in Canva. It's a free site. It's really good, fun stuff. Now, if you want to, you can pay for like a membership, and then you get more content like you get a background remover, all that. But when I make one, I basically I duplicate the last one I had. So for all my designs, so I duplicated this new player guide, and then what I did was I came in here and we uploaded a screenshot I took in game, dropped that in. We rewrote the new player guide, part 25, unlocking ranked battles, and then we changed the color, like trying to change the color font from time to time, kind of with this little bit of a gold, kind of matches this gold star and some different things going on the screen. So I try to like have things pair well versus doing an odd color that might not make sense on the screen. And we worded the file. We save that, and then we upload that into YouTube. So yeah, so that's what that looks like. So hopefully this is all recording still, audio-wise. So when this product is done, basically what I do is I come up here and I export it, and then I give it the name, I save it to what file I want it to be in, and you can choose frame rate, resolution, and all that. But that's already been done. So yeah, so assuming that this is how I'm going to wrap up the video, if you liked a little insider look to see how I create the World of Warships YouTube videos and how I edit them, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, but subscribe if you do want to see more. And if you're subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. So until next time, take care.